Good afternoon, beloved Master Tanaka. Good afternoon. I am Saint Germain, and I come here with great joy to our weekly dialogue. The Master starts to observe that more and more works are being conducted to all of you, because it is necessary that this expansion of consciousness be extended more and more to all human beings. And we know that here in this house, which now functions as I would say a center where the necessary changes begin to emanate. It starts to become more and more in demand, and we know that many beings are coupling their energies to the energy of this house, and this we observe with great gratitude. Because of this work of raising human consciousness to new energy, it must be more and more effective. And yes, this work is always carried out with great joy and in great gratitude. And we know that the Master is leading all these beings to that this new way of being becomes the conscience of all of them, becomes their true identity. Because there are many beings who are still asleep, they still remain in their old identity. They still think that their old identity is still, yes, present here in the energy of planet Earth. And they do not observe that this new energy brings a total change in its electromagnetic field. Each being, he starts to emanate a modulated magnetism within a much higher frequency, because this frequency that is here, it causes the modulation of the magnetic field of every human being. It starts to vibrate within a new consciousness. But what does this vibrating within a new consciousness mean? It means that all are, I would say, presence of the divine that starts to possess the effectiveness of creation. And this is a factor that everyone must allow themselves, because if they remain their old identity, they will still not have access to this consciousness of the power of creation. They will still remain in the illusion that there are beings without any power. And when they come to realize that here a total change on planet Earth, they yes become aware of their power of creation. Because when they exercise the power of creation in this energy that is present here, they begin to modulate their electromagnetic field within a much higher energy level, because this power of creation is no longer in illusions. This power of creation is really, it is modulated within the energy of the truth. So everyone starts to realize that their creation, they start to remain in the totally effective way on planet Earth, and this effectiveness that each one starts to exercise in their own life is what makes human beings wake up, because these human beings who are still asleep will be touched by this effectiveness of creation, because this effectiveness will bring these human beings a knowledge. It will indicate a path that they were totally disconnected from. That is why all of you who follow our message must, yes, believe that the power of creation is with you again. We all have this power from creation. And when you believe and access the mind of God, you will really see, you will come to see that the effectiveness of your creation, it will bring benefits to all human beings. It will no longer be a private creation that will only favor your being. It will be a creation that will bring a benefit to all human beings. Because when this order that you start to place in your lives, it starts to expand, Because the order, I will tell you, is a frequency that is inside the mind of God. You start to lead this energy to all human beings. Because as this energy is inside the mind of God, it expands very quickly. It expands, I will say, to the universe. That's why this awareness of you being creators in your own lives is essential for you to become effective, for you to become point of light for many human beings. Because here on planet Earth, as much the energy of the planet has changed, as there is still, I will say, the shadow of this previous collective consciousness, many beings are still the consciousness of seeing to believe. But you who follow all messages know the which is really true. It is believing to see. This is the law of creation. So this you must be very aware within yourselves. At all times, you must know that the truth is believing to see. And when you make this your truth, you start to exercise the power of creation, and thus you become points awareness for everyone around you. With this guidance, with much love, with much respect, I say goodbye. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.